Good afternoon, this is Leslie from GoToKitchens.com coming live to you today from my kitchen, and I am making creamy tomato basil soup, and it's dairy-free! What? I'm so excited. This is my friend Splat. Splat is an amazing kitchen aide. He's very helpful. He's a very good sous chef. And so anytime you ever see Splat come up into my camera, first thing you know that we are, what is that, Splat? Oh my gosh. Messy. He's been eating something again, I'm sure of it. You know that we are in the kitchen. So let's turn the camera around. I can't wait to show you what I got for Christmas. Ready? Are you ready? Oh, no, wait. Are you ready? You ready to see what I got for Christmas? Ready? Look at this. Look at everybody. It's good to see you here. Look at that. I got this for Christmas from my best friend. I know, tomato soup, right? I've had a lot of requests for tomato soup. I know, it's amazing, right? I love it. I'm so in love with it. It's just the cutest thing I've ever seen ever in my life. And when I opened it, I about jumped out of the ceiling. It could have been a 10-carat diamond ring, and I wouldn't been as happy as I was when I opened this gift. So how amazing. It's embroidered and everything. It's embroidered. The little pan is screen printed. So if you don't know, this is my website. Ta-da! GoToKitchens.com. Thank God. So I know, so beautiful. So if you want to know why we open presents early, why in the world did we open our presents already? It's because we were leaving out of town tomorrow. We knew we wouldn't have time to do it tonight. And so we did it on Sunday night so we could actually make an event out of it. And I opened my present from my best friend because we're leaving for Texas in the morning. So I'm going to move this back just a little bit because it is way, way close to me, it feels like. Wow. So we're going to make some tomato soup today. I know, it's great, right? We're going to make some tomato soup. It is a creamy tomato basil soup, but it doesn't have any dairy in it. Hey, it's good to see everybody. Hi, everybody. I thank you. I know, it's fabulous. My best friend gave it to me. Ta-da! It even has my name on it so I don't forget who I am. That's right. I had to spell Leslie now. That's right. JC, that's so funny. Because there's like a billion ways you can spell it. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys, actually Splat is going to ask you guys right down here in the corner. There's a little Perry guy. It's a little torso. If you just touch that, he's the white ball headed guy. If you just touch that, share it with your followers. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And we are going to get downtown and make some soup today. We're going to make some soup. Splat is going to be excused from this because it is red and I don't want to stain him. So we're going to set Splat aside. Sorry, Splat. You know that I love you, but you have to be set aside. And we're going to use my favorite wooden spoon today. So sorry. Let's cover up his ears. I'm going to use my favorite wooden spoon today. It's just, I know, right? If he talks back, I'm going to freak out. I know, such a stereotype, especially here on Twitter. I mean, on Periscope. Thank you. Thank you. My best friend, Corey Lee Taylor, who does not watch me on Periscope, but my best friend, Corey Lee Taylor, gave me this apron for my Christmas present. Oh my gosh. Amazing. There are lots of Masons here today. Look at that, Karen. You should be super happy. There are tons of Masons here today. So I know. Yes, shh. Don't say that about Splat. It's not nice. Okay, so here we go. I know, happy. 4 happies there for you. So I'm going to tell you guys, actually 5 happies. Last night, and I'm gonna encourage you to do this as well. Last night I made a batch of this soup, so I'm gonna show you half a recipe. The reason you might all think you're making soup and you're leaving town, this is awesome soup to leave town on. So you make it, you have it for lunch, and then what do you do with it? You stick it in the freezer. Then when you come home from vacation or wherever you're from, you can, or wherever you've been, you can just stick this in, you know, defrost it. Essentially, you can just stick this in some warm water, defrost very quickly, stick it in and defrost it. And actually, this is not what the soup is going to look like in the end, by the way. We're going to actually stick it in the blender, so don't get grossed out right away. Anyway, that you can just stick it, defrost it, and then have a nice fresh meal without ever having to go to the grocery store. So I like to do stuff like this so that when we come home from a vacation, that I know that we have fresh, real food in the house. So I know. So I made this last night. So the recipe, when I call out the recipe today, it will actually be for 2 batches of this. So it'll be for a full batch. But I am going to be using only half ingredients today, just so you know. Just so we're super crystal clear. So I'm going to turn on my stove. I'm going to turn on my stove and let it preheat just a little bit. I'm going to put a little olive oil down in there. This is about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. This is such a great soup, you guys. This is one of my staples. There's typically always a batch of it in my freezer or sitting in my fridge because it's super fast meal. You can pair it with like some Jill's gluten-free crackers. You can pair it with some Jill's gluten-free crackers. These are amazing, by the way. If you've never had Jill's crackers, you're missing out. I will post it tonight, yes, before I leave. So, yes, if you've never had Jill's gluten-free crackers, they are amazing. They are so good. This is what they look like. And they're great with the soup to crumble down right in the top of the soup. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So good. All right. So, yes, totally love it. Love them, love them, love them. So I'm going to pair that with, when I plate it up for you guys, I'm going to pair it with that and a spinach salad on the side. You have an amazing meal right there that is completely vegan, and it's amazing. So, all right, you guys have tons of comments, and I know I'm missing a ton of them. I'm trying to get through this. It's your favorite snack. I know, so good. Jill's crackers and hummus is like my favorite thing ever. So, okay. So we have the olive oil down in there right now, and it is getting nice and warm. Nice and warm. And then we're going to put 1 onion. So this is one large onion that you're going to put down in there. That is going to supply a ton of flavor. You can use coconut oil if you want. If you'd rather use coconut oil, that's absolutely fine. Now we're going to add a little S&P in there, and we're going to wait until we get a nice little, this is a salt and pepper mix. So I'm just going to put that right on top of the onions. I'm going to be pretty liberal with it. That's like 4 pinches in there. You're going to salt and pepper it at the end as well. Bam, that's right. Turn up my heat just a little bit. Excuse me. Yes, this recipe will be on my website tonight. Actually, it'll be on earlier this afternoon. Probably right when I get through with this scope, I will go put it on because I have lots to do today before I leave. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you. My best friend gave it to me. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was a Christmas gift. Just could hardly believe it. I know, it's fabulous. Now you can see my website all the time. We don't have to keep typing it in. Hey, Janie, it's good to see you. It's good to see a lot of you here today. Thank you for being here the 2 days before Christmas. Yes, we're taking Edison with us. Absolutely. Edison is actually at the chiropractor right now. If you guys don't know, dogs have chiropractors as well because they have big, long spines. And he's at the chiropractor right now getting an adjustment in his hips and his shoulders. Well, his whole spine, actually. So he's at the chiropractor getting an adjustment, and he loves it. He loves it. He thinks it's like the best thing ever. He gets so excited when we pull up and Dr. Alicia gives him, and he sees Dr. Alicia. So it's amazing. If you have older dogs, Edison is he's 12 and a half. He'll be 13 this year, this coming year. And thank you. Yeah, he's doing fine. Do you? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, amazing. So yes, so he is at the chiropractor getting adjusted before our long road trip so that he feels fabulous. Edison is not vegan. No, he's a dog. I'm not vegan either. Edison does not just eat plants. Neither do I. I know, I've had 2 vegan recipes. I've had 2 vegan recipes in a row. I don't know. What colors do I not look good in? I don't know. Is that a question, or are you just, what? I don't understand. What? I have lots of colors. Does that make sense? Okay, so you are going to sweat these onions down until they get just a little bit translucent. So, yeah, Just Nog. Yeah, Just Nog yesterday. I did Just Nog yesterday. The recipe is up on the website. Go to kitchens.com. Oh, thank you. I was like, I don't know what that means. Thank you, Janie. That's very sweet. Why are you officially tripping, Harlow? Yeah, thank you. I get it now. You know, sometimes it comes off weird, so thank you, thank you. Okay, so you want to sweat these down until they get a little translucent, which they are right now. I know, it is very cool. Go to kitchens.com because I'm wild. So now to that, we're going to add 2 carrots. This is only 1 carrot, but we're going to add, normally you would add 2 carrots. So these carrots are just, you can see that they're in a nice little brunoise or a nice little dice right there. It's actually a large brunoise, which is a type of dice. So they are in a nice dice, and that's fine. You can put them in there sliced. You can put them in there. I don't care how, put the whole carrot in there. I don't care. You're going to stick it in a blender anyway. But, but I like this because it cooks evenly with the rest of everything else. So I like to make them small. So brunoise. I don't know how to spell it. Do not ask me how to spell that. I have no clue. It's a fancy... I'm using a French word again. I'm going to be French before you know it. Yeah, no, it's just, that is just 1 carrot. And I did not peel that carrot, by the way. I do not peel my carrots. Brunoise. That's probably very close, if not spot on there, Karen. Probably. I don't know. I don't even know when I look at it. All right, to this mixture, we are going to add some garlic. Now then, I have found, honestly, it is spot on. Okay, good. Thank you, brunoise. I have found that when you use fresh garlic in this recipe, it really overpowers everything. So no, they're clean carrots. They've just not been peeled. Clean carrots, just not been peeled. So I have actually found that, it's hard to see that, right? I've actually found that garlic that has been put in olive oil, or however they do this, I think this one's in olive oil actually, is better. It just doesn't overpower it. If you're a huge garlic fan, like you love garlic, then use fresh garlic, but I am not going to do that. This is just a little bit tamer, and this is going to be 2 teaspoons of garlic in here. 2 teaspoons. Do you see my spoon? It's 2-ended. 1 end here, another end here. It's got 2 spoons on each end. Oh, very, very cool. My favorite spoon ever. I got my heat just a little bit because I want to prep for the tomatoes going in. Your heat is too high if things are popping out of your pan. If it's popping out and hitting on your hand or on your new apron or something like that, I know, it is an awesome gadget. It's made by Mario Bartali, and it is, right there, it's almost worn off. You can buy them on Amazon for like 14 bucks. Best wooden spoon ever. Look at the edge of mine. That's how much I use this thing. Love this wooden spoon. You want to be careful not to burn your garlic. Ick. Don't burn your garlic. Yes, so just this smells amazing. Already smells so good. So I have turned down my heat to prep for my tomatoes going in. But if you have things popping out at you, if you're in a big stock pot like this and it is popping out at you, your heat is too high. You need to turn it down. And if you feel like it's cooking too fast, you just move it over to the side, let it cool off a little bit, and then move it back to the heat so that you have the right temperature. But I am infamous. For, I know, right? All the seasoning on it. Yep, exactly. I am infamous for cooking on too high of heat. It is from years and years and years and years of cooking in non-stick, which you don't want to cook on high heat anyway, but I did. So yeah, I love eggplant. Eggplant is one of my favorite foods. Love it, love it, love it. At some point, I will teach you guys one of my favorite eggplants. Oh, cool. Was it good? Okay. So, these are just a little bit soft. They're just slightly soft. I still feel like my pan is a little too hot, so amazing. Amazing. Do I say that a lot? I probably do. I don't even know. You know that I hardly ever, every once in a while, I will watch a scope. Well, that is a debate, actually, Sherry, but I know that there are a lot of health advocates that say not to heat your olive oil. I like to cook in olive oil. They've been heating olive oil for hundreds of thousands of years, so I don't have a problem with it. But but I know that it's a big debate in the wellness world. But I still cook with it, so it's one of my favorite things to cook with. That and coconut oil. So yes, all right, so now my heat is good. My garlic is slightly toasted in there, and it is amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just personal, whatever you know, yeah. Yeah. So now we have, this is what we have. I need to move this off the heat so we don't get burnt garlic. But this is what I'm gonna put in here now is 28 ounces. So it's a lot, is that right? 28.2 ounces of organic whole peeled tomatoes. Normally I would like to buy these in a jar, and they were out. So I had to buy them in the can. And I think that this is actually a BPA. Yeah, this is a BPA free can, so not quite as, you know, you can't be perfect all the time. It's just an impossibility to buy everything perfectly perfect all the time. You just can't do it. It's not practical. You can't, you'll stress yourself out. So this one came in a can because that's what was available to me. They are, yeah, it is. It's hard to find in a jar. You stew your own tomatoes. Yep, you could absolutely do that. So yes, but these are organic. I buy the best I can find, organic whole peeled tomatoes. I actually really like this company. They're very responsible. I've read all about them. Their practices are quite amazing and very, very clean, very, very clean. So, but you're going to put a whole can. Now, this is not a whole can. This is half a can that I'm storing that I had stored in my mason jar. The juice and everything right down in there. The juice is what makes it good. It makes it good, good, good. And then you are going to take your wooden spoon and you're going to chop them up. So chop them. Ooh, without getting it all over your clean stove. You're going to give them a nice chop in there. And these are going to cook for about 5 to 8 minutes. I'm going to turn up my heat just a little bit. The other thing too, Sherry, I want to say is that on the olive oil, so the other thing that I want to say about the olive oil is that I don't think that you should be deep frying in it. Yep, I don't think that you should be deep frying in olive oil. I don't think that that is good. I don't think you should be using a lot of it. So if you need something that you need like that much oil in the bottom of your pan, I wouldn't do that. We're talking about a couple of tablespoons here. So it was not a like gigantic amount of olive oil. If it's a problem for you and you don't like using that, you could certainly use a different kind of oil. It is not going to change the flavor. The only thing that we're using the olive oil for is to actually coat the vegetables so that they absorb each other's flavors. So yes, exactly, for sauteing. I don't use a lot of oil anyway. Like I never deep fry anything, so. Yes, it is not, I did not use it on high heat, okay? Let's be crystal clear. It was barely to a point, so that's the last thing I'm going to say about that. Okay, so yes. So the tomatoes are in there. I've got them nice and chopped up. They are absorbing all the flavors of the garlic and the onions at this point. How do you guys say onions? I wish I could hear you all say onion. I want everybody I know to say onion for me because my husband, and I think it's because he doesn't eat them, says onions. It's like onions almost, right? And I'm like, that's not how you pronounce that. It's so funny. I make fun of him all the time. I'm like, you don't eat them, so you don't know. Actually, he does eat them. He just doesn't know that he eats them. Is that right? I did not know that. See? Learn something new every day. Okay. So there you go. Really? Yeah, he says like onions. Almost. It's funny. So you can see that it's gurgling. Maybe you can't, but it's gurgling just a little bit. I'm going to want that to do that for about 5 minutes. So for about 5 minutes. Hey, Laura, it's good to see you. If you guys are not following Laura Clark TV, she just said, hi, Leslie. If you guys are not following her and you like like healthy cooking and you like simple recipes and you like fun recipes, especially if you have kids, please follow her. She has an amazing scope. She is the whole food nanny. Is that right? Did I get that right? Real food nanny? Oh crap, I've forgotten now. Laura, put it in there. But you guys go and follow her. She's amazing. She's so fun to watch. She's absolutely adorable. And she's super fun to watch, and her kids are in the kitchen with her sometimes, and it's good. I always try to catch her live if I can. I watch a lot of replays. Of you guys. Okay, thank you. Good, I got it right. I was like, man, did I get that right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but Laura, you've written a book or you're writing a book. Is that right? Am I correct on that? Yes, she is awesome. Also, now that Liam has popped up there, so my nerdy acupunk, if you guys are not following Liam, follow Liam. Liam teaches me something every single time. He's too high. No, I want it to bubble like that. That's what I want it to do. I want it to booble. I want it to booble up. Building the website. Okay, I couldn't remember. It seemed like somebody I know is just writing a book. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, building a website. It is super tasty. So good. So good. So Liam, if you guys are not following Liam, my nerdy acupunk, please go follow him. If you like healthy cooking, you like healthy food scopes, Liam is amazing. Yes, Liam is amazing. So please go follow him as well. All right, so we're good there. How do I make it creamy? It's a secret. Shh. I'm gonna tell you right now, actually. That's the next, thank you for the segue, Laura. I was supposed to be putting all my junk over here, and I forgot. I was supposed to be putting it over there. Okay, ooh, now we're too hot. Now we're cooking. Gonna move it off just a little bit. Gonna put my garlic away and go with the next ingredients. Here's the next ingredients. Are you ready? What's in this jar? Yeah, it was just a little too high. You're right. I get carried away. Yes, it's very, very good. So cashews, that's right. So we are going to do 1/4 of a cup of cashews in here. When we put this in the blender, and after I give you my handy dandy tip for this soup, there is one part of this that you absolutely cannot not do, and that is chill the soup overnight. You have to make it one day ahead and chill it overnight before you blend it, because it helps the cashews get nice and soft. They absorb the acidic properties of the tomatoes, and it really, really makes it amazingly yummy and creamy. All right, so 1/4 of a cup of that in there. Then we are going to put these. This is, again, I made some of this last night, so we are going to put, we are going to leave a little bit out because I want some beans in the top of my soup because I like them like that. Yes, cashews are amazing. I love cashews. Superfood. Hello, superfood. These, can you see that? There's a glare, I'm sorry. The cannellini white beans, they're just white kidney beans essentially. They're in a can as well because I did not make my own. Sometimes I make my own. So this is going to be 1 whole can for the recipe, leaving just a few out for the top of the soup because 1, it looks pretty. And 2, I like the little, see, I just left a little bit in there. I actually like the flavor. I like to eat the soup and feel the flavor, or feel the texture of the bean. So that goes in there. Easy, easy. So easy. Then we have about 5 sprigs of thyme. This is just fresh thyme. I've tied it together in a little package here because I actually do not want it to stay in the soup. It is just there during the boiling stage, which we are about to approach, or in the simmering stage. Yes, so that's going to go in there. And then I also have about 2 tablespoons of fresh basil that I have actually chopped up. So yes, fresh is best. This is where the basil comes in. That's 2 tablespoons. If you love basil, if you love it, that's for the whole recipe, by the way. If you love basil, you can do as much as you want. Just be careful so that it does not overpower your tomato soup. You want each flavor individually to be standing out at you. So, what have we seen at Walmart? What do we see at Walmart? I missed something. Dang. I always miss something when I'm cooking. And then into the recipe, this is trashy veggie stock. This was a really good one. I had some potatoes in there. I have some potatoes in there, and it made it super starchy and super thick. So if you want to know what trashy veggie stock looks like, I know that's such a bummer. That is such a bummer. Yes. So this is what the trashy veggie stock looks like when you've had some starchy vegetables in there like potatoes, or lots of carrots or anything like that. So amazing. Hey Ben, it's good to see you. So we're gonna do 2 cups of stock basically. Of course, you guys know that I'm only putting 1 in there, and that is my own homemade stock. And this is going to boil here, not boil actually, I keep saying that, I don't mean that. I mean simmer. I mean simmer, I don't mean boil, I mean simmer. We are gonna put that in here and it is going to simmer. Everybody's really excited you're here, Ben. Thanks for being here. So we're gonna let that simmer for about 20 minutes. That's what we're going to do, but we're going to move on. I know, right? I know, it does. It's so good. You have to try this. It is so good. It's so crazy good. So I have not made potato soup. Nope, I do not. I have not ever made potato soup. So let's move out some of my junk over here, and let's go to the part of the scope where we have the finished product. So this batch has been sitting in the, hold on, bad glare. Has been sitting in the refrigerator, sorry, changing my lighting a little bit, has been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. My goodness, what's happening today? My whole world is falling apart. Get over there. Okay, now we're good. So yes, so this has been sitting in the refrigerator overnight. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna stick it in the blender, and we are going to, yeah, lots of carbs for sure. We are going to blend it up, and we are going to make it nice and smooth. And then we're going to put it on the stove and heat it and add some fresh spinach to it. So that's going to go right down in here. All that. You can do it when it's hot, but I'm telling you that the cashews respond so much better when they have been sitting overnight in the soup. And all the flavors from all the heated soup go together and make this wonderful wonderfulness. Can you believe we're using the blender again? I told you I use it a lot. I've already used it twice today. This is the 3rd time I'm using my blender. You never made soup in a Vitamix? Me either. I've made it in my Ninja though. So this is gonna make it nice and creamy. So if you have on, thank you. But if you have on headphones right now, or you are in a situation where you don't want a loud noise, then you should, really? Oh my gosh, you guys, I use it all the time for that. Yes, so easy. No, the veggies are always different because I eat different veggies all the time. So my veggies are constantly changing. So it's whatever goes into my trashy veggie stock is different almost every single week. So yeah, and I make it almost every single week as well because I'm just that kind of girl. And if you want to know what trashy veggie stock is, go to my website right here. Here it is, go2kitchens.com, because my awesome best friend gave me this. Go to my website, go2kitchens.com. Just type in trashy and it'll come up. That's so funny. Oh, yeah. So here we go. So we're going to blend. I am just going to go on a low speed here for just a few minutes until I get a nice smooth soup. If you have a Vitamix, this takes about 30 seconds. If you have a Ninja, it takes a little bit. I know, it's really cool, right, Ben? I got it from my best friend gave it to me for Christmas, and it even has my name on it. I think I'm going to wear it to Periscope Summit. Do you dare me? Do you dare me to show up at Periscope Summit in my apron? I'm that girl. So funny. Dear me, I know, right? Dang. Yes, so now I'm going to go on high for just a minute. I know, I would totally do it. You're bringing your apron? Okay, well maybe we'll have to do like a scope about aprons. Ben and I are going to do a scope about aprons. Okay, so now I'm going to go to high for just a second here. I'm totally doing it now. I'm totally taking it. I guess so, right? It's going to ruin my outfit, I have to tell you, but I'm doing it. I tried to muffle the sound a little bit by putting it on a dishcloth, and it helped a little bit. It wasn't so shrill, but it was still really loud, so I apologize. Okay, so now we're going to take this. I'm going to actually move my one off the heat, and we're going to come back to the stove. I'll simmer that up in just a second. When I'm done with you guys, when I'm done with you, I'll do that. So I have to adjust my lighting again. Oh my gosh, move my camera back. Such as all this. You guys are getting scrumbled and rumbled around today. Okay, so this is going back into a pot. Now that is, oh my gosh, look at that. Do you see that? Look how beautiful that is. Does that not look like the best tomato basil soup ever? It's so good. I have to taste it. Fabulous. So good. Okay. So I'll scrape all that out in just a second. We're not going to go through that whole thing. So I'm going to heat this back up. Oh, it's beautiful. Such a perfect color. It's like the perfect color for tomato basil soup. Like you don't want to get tomato basil soup and it be like bright red, like Campbell's tomato soup or something. You want it to be like that kind of orangey beautifulness. It is perfect. Somebody mentioned earlier that I needed more salt and pepper. This is when I add, yeah, this is when I add more salt and pepper, is right now. So I'm going to do two, this is salt and pepper in here together. I'm going to do 2 big fat pinches in here. 2 big fat pinches. Yes, you asked me to, and I did, and I did. I'm just going to keep stirring here. As this starts to heat up, I'm actually going to add, 2 cups of spinach. This is just going to wilt down into the soup. I actually like my soup with little bits of things like that in it. So if you don't, you can omit the spinach bit, or you could put the spinach in the blender. But it just adds another veggie, it adds another flavor profile, and I love it like that. So we're just going to put that right down in there. Get in there. Get in there, spinach. Then we are going to just let all that goodness wilt together. And it's going to make a really creamy, amazing, amazing soup. I still have soup in the bottom. All right, so that's all going to cook down together and be beautiful. Doesn't look so pretty right now, but I promise you it is. So while that's doing that, I'm going to scrape this because I want the rest of that soup out of there. Oh, dang. Look at. Bummer. Just wiping it right over there. Do you guys know that when I cook in the kitchen every day for you, I go through I just added spinach. I just added a whole bunch of spinach. Get it all in there. That's right. I want it all in there. Yes. So I just added spinach to this. This will wilt all together as it heats. But when I'm cooking in the kitchen every single day for you guys, I go through like a dish towel a day, and it's nuts. My laundry's like full of dish towels. It's crazy how many dish towels that I go through. So at this stage, you might begin to panic. You might be looking at that and going, that's not what I want it to look like. Yes, I do clean up right away. Absolutely. Yep. As soon as I'm done, I clean up. That's not what I wanted it to look like. That's okay. This spinach is actually going to wilt down in there. We're going to give it a second to do that. This spinach is going to wilt in there, and I promise you it is a great, great flavor. You're going to be very, very happy that you did it. Happy, happy that you did it. If you like spinach. Sprigs and wilts. That's very funny. Janie, you're just funny like that. Are you guys all ready for Christmas? Are you ready? Do you have all your presents bought? Are you ready? I know, that's cute, right? Sprigs and wilts. Wilts and sprigs. I don't know what you said. You would blend the spinach? Yep, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. You can absolutely blend it. I like it. I love to pull it off of the spoon, and it has the spinach bits in it. So, yes, you could do kale. Absolutely, you could. You probably want to saute your kale before you put it in here because it's not going to wilt like spinach will. So, yes. So, I'm going to tell you guys one more person to follow. If you are not following Fit Mouse Marcy, please do so right now. I mean it. Follow her. Marcy is an amazing scoper. She is on a journey to become vegan, and she's slowly transforming her life. I know, right now. She's slowly transforming her life, and it's an amazing journey to watch. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, it's real life. Now, do it now. Please follow Fit Mouse Marcy. She's right there with all the little hearts that says, "Thanks, Leslie." You just follow her right up. That sounded bad. Just follow her. That's all I meant to say. Yesterday, you guys, I did a scope, and I went on and I thought, you know what? I've been watching all these bakers because a lot of bakers follow me, and I thought I should just go watch them and see what's going on. What's what? So I've been watching scopes all week with bakers, and I'm just so impressed with their talents and everything, and their, and I know it's very contrary. I am going to. So yesterday, I was amazed by them. I was loving everything that I saw. So I know that it's very contrary to what I do. I certainly don't promote eating a lot of sweets because I think it really messes with your body's hormones. But I certainly do in your digestion and, well, everything, all kinds of things in your body it messes with when you're eating too many sweets. But the work that they do, I know I'm a terrible baker too, terrible. But the work that they do is so precise and so beautiful. And I mean, it's just artwork. And so I did that yesterday. So I said all that to say, not to be like, woohoo again, but yes, moderation, absolutely. But to say, what I wanted to say to them, that I had 140 people. The little number in the scope said 140 people at one time. And I was like, what? That's a lot of bakers. I told them, I was like, if I baked, I would be really popular. So funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can see that I'm heating this slowly, by the way, to get this spinach to wilt. You can store it right after this. If you wanted to, it can go right into the refrigerator like this, no problem. And then you can reheat it. You're not going to hurt anything to do that, for sure. So what, Jen, do you have like radar, Jen? You know when I'm talking about bakers and you come on? What are you, psychic or psycho? I'm not sure which one. I know, it was going so fast. Yeah, you're kind of late. I'm kind of late. I'm making tomato basil soup, Jen. And it's creamy. See how creamy it is? It's creamy and it doesn't have any dairy in it. No dairy, tomato basil soup. I feel like I'm yelling today. I need to not yell. Don't yell. That's right. It does. It's so good. It's so good. The spinach is getting nice and wilted in there. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I need to taste it though and make sure that I have enough salt and pepper in there. No, it needs more salt and pepper. Oh my gosh, more. When you're cooking with tomatoes, you're constantly combating the acid in tomatoes. And so, yeah, me too. Yes, I love tomato basil, anything. You could add some fresh basil at the end of this as well. So you're so happy, Harlow. So one of my favorite tomato basil soups in the whole planet is from a place called La Madeleine. Yes. So it's called La Madeleine, and I don't know, I know it's in Dallas, Fort Worth, but I don't know where else it is. And they have the most amazing tomato basil soup I've ever had in my life. It is so good. I do not know how they get that soup so stinking good. So good. All right, so this is just heated. The spinach is nice and wilted in there. Can you see that? It is a chain. Yeah, I know that. Yep. Do you? Okay, yeah, La Madeleine's amazing. We don't have any here. So good. So good. So good for you. Tomatoes are actually one of those vegetables that when you cook them, they actually release more lycopene when they've actually been cooked, and are better at cancer fighting. There is no dairy in this, and you get this beautiful texture and this beautiful creamy. Yes, that's absolutely really for real. I don't lie. Not on purpose anyway. Yes, that's true about tomatoes. So I'm going to plate this up with something. One of these days I'm going to plate this up as soon as I find my spoon that I want to use. So I'm going to plate this up with some crackers. I'm going to turn off my heat for just a second. Again, if you're not a huge fan of the spinach, you can add that in and blend it. It's absolutely fine for you to do that. And then I'm going to add a little green on the side. And on my green, I will actually, I would actually squeeze some lemon, which I don't have out right now. But look at that. Wouldn't you love to show up somewhere and this is what you got for lunch? Amazing. Yes, no, they're not, they are better for you in some respects when they're cooked. Yes, absolutely. Most vegetables are not, but tomatoes do release more lycopene. Yep, when they have been cooked. So there you go. Yes, I mean, come on, everybody get in the car. Thank you. Everybody get in the car and come over right now and we'll have lunch. I have a ton of this stuff. Come on, get in the car. Let's go. Thank you. My best friend gave it to me. It's adorable, right? Adorable. I even have my little spoon on there. You can't see it, but I love soup spoons. I have everywhere. When we go antiquing, I look for big soup spoons like this. This one's actually silver. Fed from a silver spoon. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being here, Harlow. Yes, and it is so good. It's so good. So good. I love these big spoons like this. So yes. So yeah, so there you go. Amazingly creamy, so good for you. Thank you so much for doing that. You're very sweet. Yes, so there you go. Tomato soup in a jiff. Actually, it takes overnight, but anyway, it's pretty fast, really. It's fast to make it on the stove. You have to wait overnight and then blend it. I think you'll be much happier. Although, if you have a high-powered blender, you could do it straight away. If you have like a Blendtec or a Vitamix, you could do it straight away. But yes, pulled you in with the title. You know what? That Colbert head freaks me out. I don't like that big head flying around in my scopes. I did it the other day and I was like, I don't like that head flying around my scope. Thank you, Harlow. That's adorable. You're so cute. It freaks me out. He's creepy. It's creepy. I don't know. I like the snowflakes. They're my favorite. And I like the 2016s too. The Christmas trees are kind of weird too. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. My best friend gave it to me for Christmas. I am in love with it. It's so sweet. She's such a sweetheart. Very cool. Very thoughtful. Amazing gift. Amazing gift. So, and then I got this. Look at this baby. I got this for Christmas too. A new knife, which is a new serrated edge bread knife. Amazingly beautiful. I can't wait to make some sourdough and cut with that baby. And then I got the shears to go with my set as well for Christmas. I know. I'm so excited. So excited. If you're on the VIP page, I posted a picture on there and I said, some girls like things in little blue boxes and I like things in big, long black boxes because that's what Shun knives come in. I know. It's so funny. Is they come in big, long black boxes and I was like, oh, it's a black box. I was so excited. Yeah. Crazy. Do I make gluten-free? No, my sourdough bread is not gluten-free. It is not gluten-free. I will teach you guys at some point. You could make it gluten-free if you use gluten-free flour, but mine is not gluten-free. Nope, not. Need to find a recipe for something like that. Bread is difficult. Bread is to be eaten in moderation. It was never designed to be eaten on a daily basis, not even ever. The kind of bread that was designed to be eaten on a daily basis was more like this. It was a flat bread that did not have a ton of the other stuff in it. I know, I agree. Yeah, not gluten-free. Yeah. And I don't have a gluten sensitivity, so I eat bread in moderation always. But I do not eat it on a daily basis. It's just not something that I do. Oh, that sounds really good. Zucchini bread. I've seen some recipes floating around for that. Are you? Yeah, I know. I understand. Yes. Hi, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So, so this is the kind of thing that was designed to be eaten on a daily basis, to consume on a daily basis in the, 2,000 years ago. The bread that we have today and the wheat that we have today is something completely different in. What would I dip in hummus? I like veggies in hummus. I like these Jill's crackers. I mean, Jill's crackers are amazing. If you guys do not know about Jill's gluten-free crackers, you have to go check it out. They are so amazing. They're so amazing. They are completely gluten-free. Their ingredients are almond flour, organic sesame seeds, organic tapioca flour, purified water, organic chia seeds, organic flax seeds, organic apple cider vinegar, sea salt, and coarse brown black peppercorns. That's all that's in this. That's all that's in here. And that's what's sitting on my soup bowl right there is this. Yes. Amazing thing. So you have to, they do sell them in some Whole Foods, but this is the name of the company, Jill's, J-I-L-S. Jill is sometimes with us. So yeah, they're hard to find in stores, but you can buy them online. You can actually buy them online. After the first of the year, Jill and I will actually be doing a blab together, and she's going to talk to you guys about why and how, and yeah, so if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Yes, that's a good rule of thumb for sure. Yeah, so Jill's crackers, paleo friendly, amazing. They've only been around since 2013, and I am in love with them. I am in love with them, so... If you can't read, then you're screwed here too. I mean, you're really messed up. So I know, I do too. It was funny because a friend bought them to me. They were just in the little package like this, and the little cardboard surround was not on them. And I was like, oh my God, these are the best crackers I've ever had. What are they? She's like, I can't remember. What? So I go into my local natural grocers with just the carton. I just have the carton. It's empty. I've eaten all the crackers. I'm like, do you have any crackers that are sold in a carton like this? We're all looking. So yes. So finally we found them, and they were the Jill's crackers. And I was like, what? There are 3 flavors. They are so good. She is a small business. You guys go and support her. She's amazing. She's amazing. So, but yeah, so I like, I have hummus sitting out right over here. So I like Jill's crackers and hummus. They're really good. Yeah, but I like my veggies. I like my veggies and hummus. I use hummus as a, sorry, try and cover my mouth. I use hummus as a salad dressing a lot. One of my favorite sandwiches on the whole planet is a pita bread with just spinach, just raw spinach. I make my own tzatziki sauce. Tzatziki is like, if you don't know what that is, it's like a cucumber yogurt sauce. And spinach, hummus, cucumber, and just a drizzle of tzatziki on top of it is one of my favorite sandwiches in the whole wide world. Yeah, see if they do. And if they don't have them, ask them for them. So yes, ask them for them because they don't, I mean, they get bombarded with stuff, about, oh, can you get this product? Can you get that? Or they, people trying to sell them stuff, but tell them you would love to see Jill's crackers in there. But they're not cheap. I will tell you right now, Jill's crackers are not cheap, but they are worth every single penny, and you do not need a whole lot of them. You don't need like a whole big stack like you do saltine crackers. You just need like, 5 or 6 and you're good to go. And they're so good. Like 10 crackers. 10 crackers are only 100 calories. Not that I really care, but 10 crackers are only 100 calories. And no sugar, none in 10 crackers. Only 180 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of saturated fat, 8 grams of total fat. I mean, it's just it's an amazing. Yes, it's an amazing. What are the ingredients? Almond flour, organic sesame seeds, organic tapioca flour, purified water, organic chia seeds, organic flax seeds, organic apple cider vinegar, and these have sea salt and peppercorns on them. Yep. But there's Mediterranean, Tuscan, and cracked pepper and sea salt. I know. They are super clean. They're one of the cleanest packaged foods I've ever seen. So, and Jill is amazing. You guys, when she's on the blab, you'll fall in love with her and you'll go buy her crackers just because she's so adorable and so sweet. Well, because go look at a package of saltines. I guarantee you there's sugar in there. Yeah, a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? They're all right there in your cabinet. And yes, and you could probably figure out how to make your own. And I love that she's super transparent about that too, because a lot of people try to hide their ingredients on purpose, not so that you don't know what's in there, but so that you don't figure out how to make them on your own. And Jill's just not that girl. She would probably encourage you to try to make them on your own. Buy hers, try to figure out the taste that you like, and probably make them on your own. Yeah. I don't think she sends samples, but yes, I'm hoping on the blab though that she gives me some leeway to give a few packages away out to you guys. So we'll run like little, fun contests like we do in blabs, and you guys can have a chance to win a package so that you can get an idea of how wonderful that they are, because they are wonderful, 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 wonderful. Yes. Okay. I know, right? One more time. You don't have Blab. Blab is super easy to get into. It's just blab.im, and it's an app, it's a website, it's everything. It's not like Periscope. Periscope's just an app. So, yeah. I know. So, okay. So if you were watching this to learn how to make tomato basil soup, that part is over. You're done. We're so done. And the only thing that I want to do in my inspirational moment, if you're not familiar with me, I do an inspirational moment. Not a blabber. Yeah. Thank you for being here, Harlow. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Yeah. If you don't want to buy it. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Thank you. So if you, I do not know what that means. Karen, you speak in tongues sometimes. So if you were here for learning how to make tomato basil soup, that is, I get it. I just couldn't see it phonetically the other way. I know, it's so funny. So if you were here to learn to make tomato basil soup, that part of this scope is over. Thank you so much. I'm not leaving, by the way. If you are new to me, I do an inspirational moment at the end of all of my 12 o'clock broadcasts. Yes, the recipe will be at GoToKitchens.com. GoToKitchens.com. My hair's always in the way. Thank you so much. Thank you. And you can find the recipe there probably around 3 o'clock today, I think. Will probably be about the time that you can find it. So I just wanted to talk to you guys just really quickly for my inspirational moment, is that this time of year, there are a lot of people that are working retail. There are a lot of people that are working in gas stations. There are a lot of people that are working in restaurants. There are a lot of people that are working during the holiday so that you could, I missed something there. So that you can move about the country. There are people that work in airports. There are people that work in bus stations. There are people that work in train stations. There are people working all over on the holiday. And you can bet your bottom dollar that they had rather be with their family and friends than they had been there watching you go see your family and friends and watching you buy things that maybe that they can't afford. So, but yes, nurses, doctors, so many people working on the holidays. And you know that they had rather be with their families on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or New Year's Day or New Year's Eve or whatever it is. There are some people that just can't go anywhere because they can't afford it or whatever. So my lesson for you guys today is to make sure that you are showing some compassion and that you are smiling at strangers, that you are thanking people that are serving you. My dad always taught me the principle. As a very, very young child, he taught me to be, to be grateful to those that I serve, which would be you guys, and to be grateful to those that serve me, And so, yes, that's absolutely right. So, yes, so please, 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 just be sure to show your gratitude. A smile is all you need. A thank you is all you need. A thank you for working the holiday. That's typically what I say. I've been saying that all month now. Every time somebody helps me, I tell them, thank you so much for working this crazy holiday month so that I can get out and do my Christmas shopping and I can do the things that I need to do, because without you, I would be lost. So thank you. And I really personalize it to the person that's helping me. And I'm always showing that gratitude to strangers and to people that I don't know. And I know a lot of people think I'm a crazy person, like that crazy lady, here she comes again. But for the clerks that help me regularly, so I'm in the grocery store a lot, as you can imagine. I visit 2 grocery stores routinely. And so to those people that help me, I actually took them Christmas gifts and just a small token. It was not anything to make them feel weird or awkward or, nothing over the top. Like I wasn't trying to be like Miss Show It All. Yes, it does go a long way. Absolutely. Say their name. It's amazing. But I will just, those people that serve me, my postman that I hardly ever see, but he does serve me, my UPS guy, all those people get little token gifts from me. And because they serve me all year long and they deserve my gratitude. So, and the people that are working for you that had rather be with their family, they deserve your gratitude. They do not deserve your grumpiness. They do not deserve your stress. They do not deserve your frown. They do not deserve your, arrogant attitudes or anything like that. What they do deserve, yes, I just get them a little card with a small gift card in it to like a Starbucks or something like that. So I know it's not terribly healthy, but it's just a small token just to say thank you. So yes, I just hand them a card and tell them thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure to work with you because I have a relationship with these people. I mean, I go through their lines and I pick the people. There's one lady that if she's working, I will wait in a line. I don't care if it's 20 people long. I will wait in that line to talk to her because I love her. And I love her light and I love her smile and I love her conversation. And so, yes. And so I just tell her thank you and hand out a little gift at the holidays. And so she's been with me for a couple of years now. So the people that are working for you, Robin just took our dog to the chiropractor and he'll give Dr. Alicia a nice, actually, Dr. Alicia will get a nice big fat tip because she helps Edison so much. She helps Edison so much throughout the year. So No. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, he was wild. That's awesome. I love that. I know. It's just a little gift. So it doesn't have to be anything major. I have actually taped stuff to the top of my garbage can. I have taped a little note on my garbage can saying, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for the great service this year. I've done that routinely. So, yeah, cause that's a crappy job. I mean, let's face it. That's a terrible job. So yeah, so just absolutely smiling at strangers, being grateful, being amazed that they are, that they are there helping you. You don't have to give them anything. Your smile is all that they need. If you know them well enough, a hug is even, like Merry Christmas and giving them a big old hug. Yeah, absolutely. It's a terrible job. So and sometimes I have like more trash than I am supposed to. And I'm not bribing them, but I leave like a little note. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And if you can't take it, I'll take it to the dump. But if you can't take it, thank you so much for taking it. And they always take it. But it's because nobody ever runs out there and goes, thank you for taking my trash away. So the young lady who cleans my house, she gets, she just started and she gets, yeah, and the shoe drops, right? Yes. Good. Yeah, if you bumped into me is, I hope what you mean, Harlow, but I get it. Bumped, not humped. That's like the best typo ever. I don't do that in grocery stores, for heaven's sakes. What kind of scope is this? That was awesome. Don't be embarrassed. You are among friends. So I know, here comes 12-year-old Leslie. Oh, so funny. So dang funny. Thank you for making us laugh, Harlow. Even though you didn't mean to, it was really funny. I know. Oh, gosh. Too bad that I'm not like some super hot guy or something like that. And he said that. That would be even funnier. Oh, that's brilliant. I love it. I get humped in the grocery store. I can't wait to tell Robin about that one. Oh goodness, so funny. So there you go. So that's just my little inspiration. I just want to put a challenge out to you guys to make somebody laugh like that. I mean, even through your embarrassment, you can make somebody laugh, and it's just awesome. It's just awesome. So yes, so if you can do that, awesome. If you just smile, you know, use your magic trick. I know, it's so funny. If you use your magic trick, you know, your magic trick is raising the two corners of your mouth and smiling at somebody and turning, you know, darkness into light. So yes. So I know, so funny. So funny. That's the best one. That's the best one in a long time. I can't remember what the last one was that made me laugh like that. The typo was so hilarious. But that one was really good. That one was probably like the best ever. Merry Christmas to you too, Jennifer. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much. I know. Look at those hearts. Look at them. Pretty. Okay, you guys, I'm going to scat out and get ready for my trip. I will be scoping tomorrow. It may not be at noon. I don't know where I'm going to be at noon. I'm going to be somewhere near Amarillo, Texas at noon tomorrow. And so I will try to scope at noon tomorrow. I do not know what the subject is. I still have to pick a subject today. But yes, so we are going to scope tomorrow. And I can't wait to talk to you guys. I will actually be scoping on, no forgiveness needed. There is no forgiveness needed with a belly laugh like that. Trust me. Atlanta for you. Yep. Atlanta for you. I'm on my way to Texas. Yep. So leaving tomorrow. Can't wait. Driving down there. Looking forward to a long road trip with nothing to do. Can't wait. We're going to plan a trip actually. On our road trip tomorrow, we're going to plan a trip on a trip. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, all of you too. So I will see you here tomorrow. I'll be scoping on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day very quickly. They will be quick scopes because I know the audience is going to be small, and I just want to come on, and I cannot not scope on Christmas Day and tell you guys Merry Christmas because you guys are part of my family. So I mean, you are part of who I am. I mean, now we have these big relationships, and so I have to come on and tell you Merry Christmas. So I will be here Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I don't know, Christmas Eve may get kind of crazy because because I think maybe my dad and I might try to make something in the kitchen on Christmas Eve. And if you guys are around to watch it, awesome. And if not, try to catch the replay or go to catch.me and see it there. So, but for sure on Saturday evening, my dad and I will be in the kitchen. He has a recipe that he wants to show me. We're going to set up the camera and we're just going to let it roll. And my dad and I are going to be cooking together on Saturday night. You can meet my mom, you can meet my dad, and maybe my Nana will even be around. So, so to just be a big family gathering that you guys are invited to on Saturday. Yes, my dad is the artist. That's right. Yep. So, yes. So, yeah, so maybe I'll see you guys on Saturday. And if not, if I don't see you again, have an amazing Christmas. Have so much fun that your cheeks hurt from smiling so much. Be sure to look at your family and friends in the eyes. Be sure to tell them that you love them. Yes, my Nana is my grandma. Yep, she's my Nana, my mom's mom. I don't have my dad's mom anymore. She died a couple years ago, which was very sad. She was a wonderful woman. She taught me a lot about cooking. And so did my Nana. Actually, all the women and men in my life taught me a lot about cooking. So I was trained by my elders. No, I really was. I was trained by my elders. So, yes. So thank you guys so much. Have a very Merry Christmas. Know that I love you, and I cannot wait to see you again tomorrow. And I will be somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Maybe Amarillo, maybe beyond. I'm going to try. I mean, honestly, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a really tough one. Hi, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so that's really hard. I dread that day. I know it's going to happen, but it's going to be a bad day. It's going to be a bad while, actually, because I love my mom to bits, to absolute bits. My mom is an amazing woman. So, okay, so I am out, and I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow if you're around. And if not, maybe I'll see you on Saturday, maybe. So, shh, I won't tell. Don't tell anybody. Put your headphones in. It's like sneaking scopes. Yeah, you have to watch the replay though, because we finished the recipe a long time ago. Okay, you guys, have a good day. Oh, 103, perfect timing. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Oh, no, I was going to say, I'm going to try to broadcast from Cadillac Ranch. How cool would that be? I wonder if there's a signal at Cadillac Ranch. I'm not going to be driving around looking for a signal, but if there's a signal, I will be broadcasting from Cadillac Ranch tomorrow. How's that? We'll see. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.